All righty, Thayer, looking good. We'll get it started here. Let's start with Jared Smalley. Jared, lead us off.
Hi, Thayer. Wanted to ask you a very basic question. Why are you back? What do you want to accomplish?
I love this question. The reason why I came back is because I gotta get my academics together, and I'm like one semester away to actually graduate. And another part of me coming back is my mom too, because she also wants me to get my degree. You know, I'm not just the only one who wants my degree. My mom also wants me to get my degree, so I can be the first person in my family to actually, graduate college. Because that's the big part for me. Is like, yeah, football is good and all, but at the same time, my academics is a little bit more important for me because I'm the first generation to actually go like to college at all at a big major school.
All righty, let's go next to Tim May from Letterman Row. Tim.
Yeah, I thought maybe I was on another teleconference. Sorry about that. Thayer, when you guys took the field today, ones ran on the field, who was your quarterback? And number two, how good do you feel about this line that could feature like Paris Johnson at guard and right on down the line? How do you think this line's going to shape up?
Oh, to be honest, I block for whoever. It doesn't matter who's back there at all. We got three amazing quarterbacks that's fighting for the spot, competing for the spot. C.J. Stroud, Jack, and Kyle, and they doing great. And for his offensive line, I feel like we're gonna have a great offensive line. Like we're gonna have some young guys have to step up and have to come in, of course, yes. But also at the same time though, they are older and they're a little bit more mature than like underclassmen in the past. So I'm like really excited to actually see like how the young guys gonna like come up.
Thanks, man.
All righty, let's go next to Bill Rabinowitz from the Columbus Dispatch. Bill.
Yeah, there. Can you just kind of give your impressions of the quarterbacks? What struck you about them in the short time you've been with them this offseason?
What stood out with me about them is that they love the work. I see them out like after every workout, just throwing balls to the wide receivers. They try and get better. They want the spot. They want to compete for the spot. And when we see that, like for us offensive linemen, like we are more comfortable actually blocking. And when the receivers see them throwing the ball, asking them to actually like, oh, can we throw? Like, let's do some top ends or something like that. That they makes everybody else feel a lot better, like for the team. Because what are we without the quarterback?
Thank you.
All righty. Next, we'll go to Dan Hope from 11 Warriors. Dan.
Hey, Thayer, obviously you've played a lot of football at Ohio State, but coming back for this additional year, in what areas do you think that you can continue to improve your game?
Everything. It's not just one thing. It's everything that I need to work on. I got to improve from last season. Of course, last season was kind of like messed up in a way because of COVID, of course. But also at the same time, though, like I'm not the person to actually like be like, oh, I'm complacent where I'm at. That's not me. That's nobody on this team. Like everybody wants to get better, and I just don't see myself at that level yet. I still want to strive. I push myself mentally so I can actually make sure I block my guy right, go and get Zach Harris and Tyree Smith, anybody that's I line up across this spring. Like I'm making sure I get better off of them because to be honest, in my mind, they the most talented defensive lineman that Ohio State has in my mind.
All righty, let's go next to Austin Ward from Letterman Row. Austin.
Didn't you accept an invitation to the Senior Bowl?
Yes, I did accept the invitation, but I really didn't feel like comfortable yet for me leaving because I knew I need to get my degree before I had to move on because that's what I promised my mom and anybody that was around me throughout my whole senior year of high school. So that like pushed me to actually stay here and work on my craft for the NFL for next year.
Yeah, so that led to me to think, well, when did you make this decision? Because at some point, it seemed like you must have at least been preparing to leave. And then when you maybe told Coach Stud or Coach Day that you were coming back, were they surprised? What was the reaction?
To be honest, they wasn't as surprised, but also at the same time, though, like I had to make the grown decision to come back to finish out my academics You know, we all talk about it before. Like my academics are a lot more important than football because, like I said before, in the first question, uh, I'm the first generation in my family just to graduate college or go to college for real. And I'm honored to actually be that first generation, so I can tell it to my kids and my grandkids, so they can tell it to their kids. So I'm grateful to be in this position that I am right now.
Thanks, man.
All righty, next up, Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
Following up kind of on that same theory or that same question of, talking to people on the team about this, did you feel you owed Paris Johnson any explanation? Because he's a guy who came here expecting to be the left tackle for this season because you were going to be a senior who was graduating. So did you feel you owed him any explanation, and just what was his reaction to you coming back?
Well, me and Paris and Dewan are like really close. You know, we talk outside of football, and I was in a spot of like staying and leaving, staying and leaving. I was again having like mixed emotions, but I was telling him like before I actually made the decision I should come back that I'm gonna be coming back and we're gonna be working like no matter what. Like I could be on the sideline, we can still be working. You know, we're gonna make sure we do the corrections right. So.
All righty, got time for a couple more. We'll go to Tony Gerdeman, Buckeye Scoop.
Hey, Thayer, Matt Jones proved to be a versatile and valuable member of the program last year. Where do he line up for you guys today, and what do you see from him so far this offseason?
Right now, Matt Jones has something going on in his personal life, and I don't feel like going on with that because that's his personal stuff. And I'm sorry for not asking the question correctly. I'm sorry, but that's his personal. I don't feel comfortable actually telling his business without him.
I was asking a football question, wasn't even aware. Sorry about that.
No, you good, you good. I'm sorry.
And then Nick Petit-Frere, let's move to him. Had a tremendous year last year. What is next for him, do you think?
To be honest, it's the same thing that we all work on. Is just get better. You know, be better than we was last year. You know, last year we had a duo from PFF, and we was actually pretty good. And also we looked at the film. It's like certain things we need to correct on. You know, and we all like me and him both know, and Coach Stud knows like what we need to correct on as well. And we push ourselves, and we're gonna push the underclassmen like under us to actually like go harder, do the technique right, do the fundamentals right. You know. Let's be confident in yourself. Don't be so like uptight and like just be confident and be loose and just go on the field and have fun.
All righty, and last question for Thayer, Brendan Gulick, Buckeyes Now on SI.
Hey Thayer, you've made it pretty clear that academics and getting a degree are pretty important to you. Whenever football is over for you, whether that's coming up shortly or many years from now, what do you want to do what are some of the thoughts you've had around building a career away from football?
I really want to like go into like athletic director / football coach. The reason why is because I see like I had Nate Moore, for instance, like he coaches at Madison right now, and he brought me in and just took me in under his wing, and I looked at that and I was like, okay, I really want to do this because there's more people like myself and in worse situations that I was in, and I want to help them out so they won't be a statistic in like society, and that's my main goal for everybody. I don't want to just work with UNC kids. I just want to work with people that actually want to actually go to college and better themselves. I'm not just picking and choosing whoever. It's just if the kid wants to come to me to actually go to college or be better at football, I want to help them out as best I can.
And if I can follow up on that real quick, just can you give us an idea at how, whether you've had conversations with Gene Smith or with your coaches, what kinds of things have they done to try to help you prepare for that kind of for that kind of career?
So it was like a lot, like not last year, but like 2 years ago. Me and Coach Tucker, we had like set up like something in some high school, so I can actually like follow them around, see what they do, like for as like athletic directors, and see what do they actually do. and it was a great experience for me. And I also want to like coach, but I haven't gotten to that point yet because I've been busy with academics and making sure I'm on track for academics as well.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Mike, Thayer,
right.
could I ask one quickie? When are you scheduled to graduate, or what schedule are you on to graduate?
I'm on track to graduate in August,
I got you. All right, man, thanks.
bro.
All righty. Thank you, Thayer. Really appreciate your time today.
Appreciate it.
WE.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com for all the best Ohio State information on the web.